Only one earpiece. Is it better, guys? Is the audio balanced now? I'm waiting on Twitch chat to confirm. That's better. Hey, okay. Yeah, as you can tell, there's a few kinks to work out when you get a new game on Twitch. Okay. What was I saying? Oh, you build up your troops, you get new heroes. Each hero has a special ability, and you can pair up each hero with different kinds of troops, which I'll show you also. I'm going to kind of get in, start playing, and show you the intro process. I've actually got it up right now. Let's just go to in-game, and I'll kind of explain how things go. So this is like, we've just installed the game. This is the first thing you see. That's Balthor. Because I look like Adam Levine, sorta. Okay. Let's play this thing. So I'm getting text from producers, like, from 2 minutes ago, unfortunately. I've got my trusty iPad here hooked up. Ready to break a hero free. So you start out with Balthor, and Balthor is actually one of my favorite heroes, so I'm kind of happy, because at one time, so I've been playing for a while, I've been playing through the beta and all of that, and C4M, who develops the game, they've sort of been, you know, tinkering to make the game the best that it can be, and at one point, you started with Freya, the Ice Priestess. Right now you start with Balthor. I think it's going to stay that way, but Balthor is actually one of my favorites. He's got that massive hammer that he carries around, and his special attack, every hero's got one, is to smash down with his hammer, and like it creates the shockwave that knocks down nearby troops. And you can actually upgrade it later so that the shockwave knocks down like across the entire map. It's freaking awesome. Hey, Queen Carly. Yeah, oh yeah, so the Terra stream will be on Friday. We're going to try streaming some Battleplans on probably Wednesdays. So if you like what you see, go check out the game, go download it from the App Store. Android is actually on the way. Stay tuned for that. You can actually go to our forums, forums.inmass.com/battleplans, in order to get updates like that on the game, as far as releases, patch notes, or just join in the conversation and talk strategy with fellow players. Alright, so let's get started here. The first hero is the first hero is Balthor, and we're going to try to free Mason, and we've got these skulls in the way. Now, what you see here is sort of this like control point next to where Mason's trapped in that cage, and those are pretty vital to doing well in the game. I'm basically, as you can see here, I'm just using my finger to move back and forth and control where Balthor goes. I'm gonna send him straight at these guys, and as soon as he gets there, he comes down with his hammer and smacks the crap out of him. But yeah, it's a good stun and gives his troops time to get a few hits in there. You capture the point, you win the map. It's not always this easy. This was the first level. How's the volume, by the way, guys? Hey, Cucumber94, how you doing? Heck yeah, you played in the beta. It's hammer time. I like it, Lord Gallo. Alright, so we've just unlocked our second hero. I'm just sort of playing you through. This is the start of a beautiful army. We're gonna crush these skulls in. Thanks, my stone ward and I are at your service. That's my Mason voice. It's not very good. There's an outpost just up the coast. Happy to help you capture it. So, here's the basics about Mason. You've already seen what Balthor does. Mason's got a stone ward ability. That's why he's carrying those rocks around. Those are his stone wards. And this is a control defense, control point attack and defense game. So whenever Mason reaches the first control point on a map, regardless of if he's attacking or defending, he'll place a defensive stone ward on the crystal, on the control point. And that will basically prevent people from capturing it. It'll also bash them when they get close, and you can upgrade it. Every hero's got upgrades to their different abilities. His upgrade makes it so that his stone wards shoot rocks out at range once it's set up at opposing units. That was a necromancer. We'll get him later, maybe. Alright, so he's kind of giving you the basics here that I sort of already explained. To win, claim the most crystals. There's going to be a time limit for every map, and you need the majority of the crystals. So these start out with 3 control points on them, 3 crystals at the beginning, but later in the game, as you progress through the campaign, you'll start getting maps with 5 crystals on them. They're a little bit more complicated, and you also get to deploy more units at a time as the game progresses. So as you can see, it's like one of my favorite parts of the game. Actually, is that you ride into battle on these turtles. You're riding on the backs of these war turtles, and these war turtles can actually shoot fireballs if you get the fireball hero, and it's pretty awesome. Okay, so your turtles come up to the beach, and now I'm controlling 2 units, so I'm going to have Mason go this way, and you see as soon as he gets on the crystal, he sets up his stone ward right there, and so that it sort of defends it. And then I'm going to lead these suckers right into the path of the stone ward and sort of double team the skulls. And that like completely annihilated their entire defense. Talk about the PvP? We'll get there. I think we got time today to talk about both PvE and PvP. But yeah, I'm going to capture this no problem. It's like giving me an arrow, like, what are you doing? We did it. Battleplans on iOS isn't made by Inmass. It's, well, sort of like how Inmass publishes Terra. We are not the developers, Bluehole is. We publish Battleplans, but C4M is the company that developed Battleplans, and we've been working with them to basically publish the game so far on the Apple App Store. And Android is on the way also. So we've been working closely with them in order to sort of pass along feedback, just like we do with Terra. People have already been posting in the forums, giving us their feedback. Our beta testers were like really invaluable when it came to refining a lot of the hero-based details they were trying to refine right for the launch of the game. But C4M is definitely not done working on the game. They're going to continue to update and improve this game. So as you guys download this game and try it out, please give us all the feedback that you've got on the forums, and we'll make sure to pass it on to them, because Battleplans has, like, it's such an awesome game, and it's got such massive potential that I think, like, as the game goes on, C4M is just going to keep releasing, like, content for it, and we really want to see it really shine and take your guys' feedback into consideration as more updates are made. So here's our first defense, and it's going to kind of walk you guys through it, and I'm going to walk you through it too. But there's 2 modes to Battleplans. There's attack mode, which you just saw, where you're capturing crystals, and there's defense mode. This is the map that I just captured with Balthor and Mason, and now I'm going to go through and I'm going to set up my attack plan. So there's a couple different things you can do. First of all, it wants you to choose a starting position, and again, I'm just using my finger here to like move where Balthor is going to start out on the map. I could start him over here. Trees actually grant you defense if you're under them. In fact, if I move this under the trees here, you can see the defense shield pop up to let you know that he's going to get a defense if he's underneath the tree, and they've got sort of that blue shield over them. But we're going to start Balthor where it wants us to start him this time. I make pretty complicated defense plans, by the way. There's a few tricks that you can do to really get complex defense plans down. And like I said, as the maps progress, you've got more than 3 crystals to capture. You also get more troops to defend those points with as the game goes on. So, wait, what if the enemy goes for the bridge? I'll be useless here! Alright, we're going to have Balthor wait 10 seconds, so you plan a delayed move, basically, with your troops. And you're trying to anticipate where you think people are going to attack your map. Like what choke points they're going to try to go for. For instance, we've got a bridge right here, and then we've got these 2 bridges over here. And I find that actually on the right side here, people rarely go for these bridges. It's really this bridge right here that's a vital choke point on this first map. So what it wants you to do here is set his waypoint, which you put over here, and then you set a delay on it, and the map lasts a minute. So having him wait the full minute doesn't usually make a lot of sense. With some heroes, maybe it does because you can teleport the last second, for instance, with Ozzy the Wizard. We're going to set this, it wants us to go to 10-second delay. So basically 10 seconds into this map, regardless of what the attacking team has done, he'll start moving over, and they'll move until they encounter resistance, in which case they'll start attacking them. So he's not just going to keep, running over to this attack point. If he encounters bad guys, he'll start defending. My opponent said I never got the email. Beta download was available. Oh, you had a little bit of a delay in order to get the beta. Well, I mean, for those of you who were in beta, it was awesome that you were able to give that early feedback on the game. But like I was saying, download now and continue to give us your feedback because it's still extremely valuable. Will this be like an online app or is it solo? So this is an online game. You play against other players, and there's also a campaign that you go through where you're trying to eliminate the skulls and capture different camps. And the further you progress in the campaign, the higher the bar is. There are some hero level restrictions where you've got to progress through the campaign to a certain degree before you can upgrade your heroes too far. So I'll get into more of that later, but let me finish what I'm doing here. But yeah, I appreciate the questions in the Twitch chat. Word has spread that we freed Mason. The skulls will be ready for next time. Let's go to our base. We're training, preparing your next battle plan. Okay, that was just a little sample of defense goodness. So we're gonna start training Mason. In fact, let me adjust something real quick. Adjusting the music volume on my PC here. Alright. The Heroes tent, by the way, you can see all the heroes that are available. More are going to be eventually added to the bottom of this list here. So I can't actually wait to show you what those heroes look like. Not today, but in the future I'm hoping to preview new heroes on the Twitch stream here. Let's go to Mason. And here is basically, it's not exactly a tree system, as you can see, it's but here's this upgrade chart. And we're going to start by just upgrading his serfs. Serfs are like your basic, they've got the little pitchfork, basic dumb poke you with a pitchfork dude. The good thing about serfs, and actually serfs remain one of my favorite units throughout the course of the game, is they provide a great meat shield. They don't do a whole lot of damage, but they soak up a lot of damage. And, I mean, they're not totally useless. The pitchforks hurt. So, I'm training Mason in surf commanding, basically. And as you see, he's going to the turtle, and he's got one more surf that will now join him in battle. And as you level up your hero and start training him, you can like focus on a specific troop type. In fact, in one of my higher level games, I've got like 9 or 10 serfs that join Mason into battle. I actually like using serfs with him throughout the whole game. This game is called Battleplans. Thanks, Cobalt. Cobalt Dragon, GM Cobalt Dragon, I'm sorry, is in the chat. So in beta we could get one more hero, then work for the rest. Will it be the same way from mobile, or would it be easier to get them? I'm not sure what exactly you mean. I'll kind of explain how this goes, though. We are going to get one more hero here in a second. And then as far as unlocking other heroes, I believe after Baba, then you have to start unlocking them in different ways. All right, so usually when you log into Battleplans, this is the screen that you see. It shows you basically important activity that's happened while you were away. M4 Duck 38 is notorious. I don't know why. When you just finish the tutorial, this guy has always failed to loot Vindel, and you can actually watch him fail. That's one of your rivals. So usually this will be another player. Let's watch the replay. Then you can actually sort of see how your defense worked against other players. So usually, like, this will be another player. You can see how they went in and tried to attack your camp, and then you see the 10-second delay. Mason starts, Balthor starts heading up to the other point. He encounters their heroes. And you get to see how we basically just kicked M-Duck 34's butt when he tried to attack our camp. And when you do successful defenses like that, and you've planned a successful defense, it actually earns you points in the ongoing war system that basically earns you long-term rewards in the game. And I'll go into that in just a minute too. It's basically ongoing. You get paired with a bunch of fellow players for a war, and then depending on how you do capturing and defending points during the course of a war, and a war I think right now lasts, it's more than 24 hours, I want to say. They've been adjusting war times lately. You get some massive rewards if you do really well as far as efficiently attacking and defending different points throughout the course of the war. And you can see your ranking go up and down as it progresses. Okay. So we could use more troops. We're going to go, and here's the world map. It's the first time we've actually seen the world map. We've just got the tiniest little corner. You can see King Skull over there just hiding hiding in the clouds. So whoa, we're jumping. All right. So here's my base. Here's the Vindel outpost, the first one that I captured. And here's chapter 1. So this is the first portion of the campaign that we're about to go under. And as you can see, this will award us the archers that we can pair with our heroes, just like the serfs. Remember, we need to control at least 2 crystals when the time runs out. So we've got 55 seconds. We've got to get through these skull dudes. These skull guys are pretty dumb. I mean, they have no ranged attacks yet. So you can kind of try to outmaneuver them. I think what I'm going to do here, as you can see, there's no choke points really on this map. You've just got trees, and you've got this little bit of fence here with a wheelbarrow. This right here is difficult terrain. You'll move more slowly in this mud, basically. I think I'm going to go straight for this point right here with Mason. And I think I'll take Balthor to this point. I hate to spread my units short, but all they have are these skulls up in the top right corner. I think I'll be able to take them out with just Balthor. And then Mason's going to try to desperately hold this crystal down below, and he'll have his stone ward to help him do that. So let's see how this goes. Mason, you go that way. Balthor, you go that way. And you'll see Balthor, as soon as he hits this mud, he slows way down, trying to cross it. Alright, they both made it. Oh, I see. This big skull dude is actually headed towards Balthor. I'm gonna take Mason up here and capture this point behind him. So you can kind of react in real time as you see what your enemies have done. Oh yeah, we completely annihilated them. Nice. Alright, we unlocked our archers. So because that was just a campaign level, there's no defenses to set up. I didn't actually capture an outpost or anything like that. Campaigns reward you in other ways, like I just unlocked the archers. A lot of the time you unlock different mines and depots and stuff like that. Here's our next fight, but first you should get those archers battle ready. Alright, so we've unlocked the archers. It's given us a little bubble in the corner here to let us know that we've got archers ready. Their camp's gonna go right here. I'm gonna click it, tap it. You learned the basics. The battle plans are all up to you now. I think I just graduated out of the tutorial. Soon the whole world shall know the name of... what do I call you? This is actually the first time you get to name yourself in the game, which is pretty important because you keep the name that you choose. So I've actually got Space Cats taken already. Does Twitch chat have any good suggestions for what our player name should be? Requires iOS 9.1 or later. Yeah, so in order to run Battleplans, you need an iPhone. You need at least an iPhone 5, an iPad 4, or an iPad Mini 2. Those are the system requirements. You need one of those, upgraded to the latest version of iOS, preferably. I'm guessing blue is your favorite color? Yeah. How did you know that? It was purple not too long ago. I more appropriately fit the Battleplans theme, I think, not too long ago. You meet Twitch Lord? Spacebar? Battle Cats. Ooh, Battle Cats is good. Reminds me of Thundercats or something like that. You mean Twitch Lord. I like Spacebar. Spacebar is probably more of a Terra player, though. A Terra character. Bad Ninja. Blue Cats. I think I'm going to go with Battle Cats. If it's not taken. Well, here, no capital. Battle Cats. This is the name other players will call me. Legendary. This name will be legendary. Battleplans would like to send me notifications, sure. This is the very important part where I tell you that when you get Battleplans, to log into Game Center. Once you've gotten your name picked out and everything like that, make sure you log into Game Center with Battleplans. And there's a very good reason for that. Saved data will be kept in your Game Center account. So if, for instance, you don't log into Game Center and you have to like reinstall the app for some reason, you remove it and reinstall it, you'll lose all your saved data because you uninstalled it. So all of that is actually stored in your Game Center account. That's why you want to make sure to turn on Game Center and sync it with your game. Alright, that's my PSA. Alright, Battle Cats, plan your battles well to defeat the skulls and best all other players. Thanks, Balthor. Alright, you start out with a mine. This poor little sucker, he just continuously mines. This guy will never see battle. I mean, maybe he's just the most cowardly little guy and he doesn't want to fight. So we just keep him here. He fills these bags up with gold and then we just collect it like that. We just tap his hard work. He's like, that took me like 3 hours to get that much gold for you, and you just picked it up with the press of your finger. All right, I think while I'm here, I'm gonna go ahead and upgrade Balthor if I can. So as you can see, there's 2 different ways to upgrade your heroes. You've got increased squad size, which we already did for Mason to give him an extra surf. But you've also got down here boosting the skills of the actual hero unit in the squad. So this first icon here, the stat boost, every hero's got this one. I'll go back and show you here. Here's Mason's stat boost. This is actually extremely important. This is what I like to upgrade usually first. Maybe once I've got a few serfs. This is really where I like to keep this maxed right here. Max out your stat boosts whenever possible in order to give your heroes survivability. They are the core of your squad. They're the ones with the special abilities, and bumping up their stats, as you can see, it increases his hit points by 30, increases his defense by 2, his attack by 7. Every hero is affected differently by their stat boosts, but you'll always gain hit points and survivability when you upgrade this. So I'm actually going to go ahead and do that. It's going to take only 3 minutes. These first upgrades, they go super fast. So he'll be upgraded in no time. And then we can actually, we're already training him, so we can't really train our archers right now. But basically, by upgrading this, as you can see, there's 4 little dudes in there right now. 4 little archers. And if I upgrade my camp, it basically just holds more. And the reason you want more in your pool is because as you go out, as we're about to, and start attacking things, these poor little archers, they only actually get 1 life. Heroes can die and come back in the next battle, but these poor archers, they have given their souls to fighting alongside you, and when they die, it takes time for a new archer to be trained. As you can see, their little training outpost here, they shoot the bale of hay in order to become a full archer, you know, and not just some silly little miner that's spending the rest of his life mining the same gold hole. But yeah, once an archer's dead, they're dead. And it takes time to train a new one. And upgrading this makes it so that your camp can hold 6. So you have to, basically saves you time waiting for archers to train. And same thing with the surf camp, though. You start out with 13 of these guys. I feel like you don't really need to upgrade that quite as fast. Other things we can upgrade are our mine, which I'm going to go ahead and do that. You can have 1 troop or hero upgrading and 1 building upgrading at a time. So for instance, like if I try to do the troop upgrade, it's going to say, hey, you've already got an upgrade in process. It's talking about Mason and his upgrade. Of course, you get sped gems to finish it. And gems are fairly plentiful. I feel like the major purchases, when you get later in the game, you're going to want to really hoard up your gems or buy them in order to like go further, or go faster rather, like upgrade things quicker. But everything can be accomplished with enough time. So basically the gems are just a time saver. Tip, save your gems. So like, at least where I'm at in Battleplans on my personal account, 20 gems is nothing. I just earn that by winning wars and fighting other players. So you just earn them naturally. You don't always have to buy the gems, right? Alright, that's enough talky. Oh, wait. Our upgrade just finished. Sweet. Yeah, that's only 75 gold. Yeah, you definitely want to get these initial upgrades just rolling. So that's only 3 minutes away. That right there is collecting gold from my outpost. So it can't be attacked for another 8 minutes and 30 seconds because I just captured the thing. And while I've got this under my control, this mine right here, this guy right here, is making me sweet, sweet gold. I actually can't add a squad here. I need to go save Baba before I refine this defense that I've set down. This is the defense I just planned during the tutorial. Right, you earn gems by participating in the wars and by completing campaigns chapters. There you go. That's more specific. Oh, one thing I did want to show you real quick about defenses is, yes, it had me like set Baltor here in order to run there for 10 seconds, but you've also got this halfway point here that you can really fine-tune his path and how he gets to that final point. So this right here allows for a lot of really tricky, very cool planning on defense. And in fact, one of the basic tricks I like to do is set like a waypoint there, and then have him run all the way back here, but he's going to take the long path. He's going to go all the way to this point first, and then start heading back to this one. And the reason that's cool is because you sort of fake out attackers that way. Make it look like you're just going in one direction, and then, you know, he'll try to scoot up to, you know, try to get around where you're moving. And just by turning around and reversing direction, you catch so many attackers. It's actually kind of funny when you see that happen. You can go back and watch your defenses. The other thing I wanted to show you is because you get Mason as one of your first heroes, he is going to cross this crystal, and when he does, he'll put down his stone ward. But you can actually start him on the crystal, and you see the stone ward just automatically starts there. So that's a tip. His stone ward works on defense too, not just attack. Let's free Baba. Ice path waypoints. Cucumber knows. Once you get Freya, the Ice Priestess, you can do some elaborate... she's got an ice wave that freezes units for, I don't know, like 5 seconds or something like that. And the ice wave follows her movement path on defense and attack. But on defense, because you can set that secondary waypoint, you can make ice paths that like go out and then curve around all the way across the map and cover a huge area with her. Okay, my reward for beating Chapter 2 is Baba. So we'll get another hero after this, and I can show you her. Alright, guys. the ice path waypoints. Alright, let's take a look at this map. This is another campaign level, so we're just going against skulls right now. I think this is one there's no choke points. I think I'm just gonna rush into battle here. But you know what I'm gonna do actually? I'm not gonna put the stone ward on this first. I'm not gonna put Mason on that first crystal. I'm actually going to try to get him to this second crystal. He got a little distracted. Alright, there we get the stone ward. And I think that pretty much secures us this map. Putting it on that first crystal doesn't really... Like, those skulls are never going to go over there. Well, we really are just kicking their butts. I mean, it's Chapter 3. So, don't expect too much resistance. It's giving you that sweet taste of victory. And then when you get to, like, Chapter 20, and you've got to do it, like, 3 or 4 times, you're like, oh crap, this game's starting to get challenging. Alright, as you see, I just got 8 gems. And 605 gold. These skulls are just like hoarding gold in the mud. Or maybe it was in that little tower right along the coast. They just like to keep their gold out. And we unlocked Baba. There's Baba. Baba is a weird hero. Oh, I say weird. She's one of the most interesting heroes. She changes a battle dramatically just by being one of the heroes selected. And I'll tell you why. So, well, visitors, I'm impressed you found me. Really impressed, actually, because she can turn her troops invisible. And that changes so... Hey, Snow 1, 2, 3, 4, 1? Hi. The Dirt of Doom. I like it. By being invisible, she's awesome on just attack and defense. And you always feel like you got to play around the Baba. And it's sort of hard to describe. If you're attacking someplace and you've got 4 units and you see that they only have 3, it means there's a Baba somewhere on that map. And then you're playing the Baba game. And you have to figure out what sneaky corner of the map this invisible Baba is hiding. And it adds another level to trying to attack points. Invisibility. Baba's invisibility ends when she fights or is hit. She's also still vulnerable to traps and area effects. So, I'm actually going to pull up a video here and show you Baba's invisibility in action. That's if the Wi-Fi decides to cooperate with me right now. No, I should just have it on the stream. Sorry, guys. Tell you what, I'll show you her invisibility in action. We don't need a video. So there's our Baba. I'm actually gonna just upgrade her right away. Baba's actually in the video I'm gonna show you in just a minute too. I'm only gonna stream for a few more minutes here, guys. I wanna attack this next chapter. So, at this point, the world is starting to open up a bit more. The world map is starting to open up, and the fog of war is starting to clear away, and we're getting just a quick explanation of what you can see when you start expanding. The Skull King's plans, thwart the Skull King's plans, unlock new units. So these are campaign levels, where you see a big burly skull dude with an axe. When you see a skull with a banner, that's basically redoing campaign levels for rewards and for practice. The towers, those are player-controlled points. Those are mines, and later on, pearl farms that you have to capture in order to A, progress in the current war you're in, and B, capture mines which bring in more gold, more resources to upgrade your troops. And then the little treasure chests you see are actually raiding other players' defense plans without capturing their mines. And this is sort of an interesting system because as you see when we go back to the map, Agu right here is one of my fellow, well, opponents. You see these tiny little islands. We've got Agu, we've got Akaknus, and we've got Dabam. These are all players. These are all brand new players like myself that I've been paired up against. And you can see Neros is under Agu's control. Now I can't actually capture this right now because they just got it. I have to wait 4 minutes and 30 seconds. But often, and this will be more the case once I progress even further in the map, you'll see the little treasure chest icon there, right here. And it will basically let you attack a player's defense without, it basically bypasses the counter and you'll get rewards for attacking other players' defenses, but you won't be able to capture their point yet, if that makes sense. A Cognizant from Beta, actually. Oh. Useless stream! Thank you, Temp0. Nice to see you. Alright, I'm going to capture this real quick and see if we can progress the map. I'm actually going to go this way. Looks like we've got archers and this Skull Wizard over here. Skull Wizard actually makes me a little nervous because he can teleport. I'm hoping that he's not set up to teleport to a point that... he did. But I got there first and I set up my stone ward. He teleported right in the middle of it. Alright, these guys are circling around this way. I'm actually going to keep Mason right there, and I'm going to bring Balthor around and, like, whoop! Circle around on them. They shouldn't have left that point. I'm going to get more rewards this way. I'll bring Mason out to, like, teach these guys a lesson, though. Alright, we unlocked a third turtle. That means we can bring Baba into battle with us, too. So, we go back to base. We got a sweet war turtle. And we can assign Baba to that turtle. And she doesn't have anything upgraded right now, so she's going to start with just one surf. Which, I mean, it's better than nothing, but we probably want to upgrade her pretty soon. There's Baba. Her last upgrade finished pretty quick. Let's get her more surfs. That'll only take a minute and a half, but I want to show you real quick. So now we've got these treasure chests. We can raid these for gold rewards. Each one will award us gold. You're also going to get to see Baba's invisibility here. So, her being invisible like so means she doesn't draw aggro. Oh, but she does spot other Babas. So I actually just outed that Baba. Sorry, that is an advanced tip. Babas can spot other invisible Babas, and they will both decloak if they get near each other. So, Babas are the best Baba detectors. There's also a Nomad hero, Ariel, and I believe her Hawk is able to detect Babas, but only on defense. So that's getting pretty advanced. Holy crap. I just got annihilated. So, this Mason's level 6, as you can see next to his name. My Babo is only level 2, and my Mason was only level 4, so maybe it's a little preemptive to try to attack another player's defense at this point. I got a little bit of upgrading to do before I can take on another player. I did get 13 gold out of it, though. I guess with like my hero's dying breath, it's just like, I don't care, I'm dying, just give me the gold. Ugh. Like picking their pockets as you're getting stabbed in the face. So I got 13 gold there. My sweet Battle Cat's mine here in Vindil is also earning me gold, so I just got more gold from that. Baba just reached level 3. That gives me a better chance for next time. I'm also going to go ahead and boost her stats. And really, I think if I had more time here, I wouldn't just bump her skills up. I would also, like, these initial rewards, like, that's only going to cost 323 gold to get her another surf, or I could start training her on archers. I personally like Balthor to have archers, because I feel like he drops his hammer and knocks people down, and it's just like makes them prime targets for archers to just sit there and deal as much damage as possible while things are knocked down. But like upgrading him again is only going to cost 280. I just like to get these out of the way. And after the initial hit, Balthor's squad gains armor for a few seconds. That is an awesome ability. Again, I feel like that kind of helps archers too. They're so weak that the extra armor sort of balances that out. Okay, guys. You broke even for the attempt cost. As long as you cap 1 crystal, should be okay. Okay. Queen Carly, get wrecked. Thanks. Did I sound really depressed after I lost? No. I was just hoping to go undefeated today, and then that happens. Great. I do really want to, like, tell you about these other heroes. As you can see, as we get down the line here, some of these are going to cost gems, so that's why saving gems is important. There's Ariel, the one I was telling you about. Falcon Strike she's another more complicated hero. She uses a falcon to basically whirlwind across the map, or that's on defense, and on attack she can basically rescue other units and bring them to her. Bring that back. We've also got Grim the Necromancer. He's just pretty awesome. Pretty damn evil looking for a Battleplans hero, but that's why I like him so much. He makes a tombstone that just sends out zombie waves throughout the course of the fight. Pepper is actually one of my very favorites. She, on defense, you can move a fireball strike and then time it, just like you time hero movement on defense. And a fireball will just fall from the sky and obliterate things. So that's a basic intro. Oh, you can see I'm in the Peasant War. I'm actually on top right now. I'm tied. So quick explanation of these wars. So you start in the Peasant War. That's like the newbie war. These top 3, Battle Cats, that's us, a Cockness and a Goo. We're all tied with 16 war points, these crossed swords, and you earn those by successfully attacking and defending. So that's how you progress through these wars. And then we've got just a ton of people that haven't really started playing yet. These are like new players that are automatically entered into the newbie war. And as you can see, it ends in 4 hours and 35 minutes, and it will take the top 3 of whoever is currently at the top of the war and award them 10 gems and 2,500 gold, which is a ton of rewards. Everybody else will get 1 gem and 500 gold. So you don't go away empty-handed in a war. And when you do well enough, you'll then progress to the next war series. Here's just a quick guide on how the wars work. When you get enough trophies, the war points are converted into trophies at the end of the war, and those are what progress you through the next war tier. So you start in the Peasant War, but that's not the only war. We've got the Veteran War, Elite War, Champion War, Noble War, Royal War, Sovereign War, where I'm currently at. I'm trying to break out of Sovereign War in my personal game right now. So if you see Space Cats online trying to break through your Sovereign War defenses, that is me. Alright, everybody. Thank you so much for tuning in today to this Battleplans intro stream. We're going to be streaming next Wednesday also. We're going to pick up, I think, where we left off. Maybe I'll progress myself a little bit so I can show you more heroes. But, ooh, my baba's almost done. My baba's almost out of the oven. 4 more seconds. It's like waiting for your microwave to finish. Ah, delicious baba is ready. Just gonna go ahead and start the next upgrade. There we go. Alright, everyone. I have a closing video for you all. This is the Battleplans launch video. It sort of shows some of these characters doing their thing. You can see this video on our YouTube channel. And once again, please go out and try Battleplans. It just came out. It's in the App Store right now, and it's on its way to Android. And it's free. It's free to play. And this game is freaking fun. It's the level of control you get during a battle really makes you feel like you're not just sending your units off. You're not just like placing units and then watching them walk into a brick wall, like, to their doom, while, like, a cannon shoots them in the head from the side. Like, there's such a fine level of control in this game that you really feel like you have an impact on the battle. You feel like you can really, like, try to figure out what another player has done with their defenses and then outsmart them by, like, circumnavigating it or, like, trying to pick off one of their squads. Sometimes they'll be too far forward and you can kind of lure them back towards the beach. And if you've got Pepper, like I was saying, those war turtles will start throwing fireballs at them. There's a lot going on in this game that I just don't have time to explain right now. So we're going to be back next Wednesday with more battle plans. But in the meantime, thank you so much for tuning in. And if you don't already follow us here on Twitch, please follow our channel. Once again, I'm Community Manager Space Cats. Thank you very much for joining me today, and happy battle planning. See you next time.
Well, there goes the element of surprise.
Don't worry, I have a plan.
Lead on. We've got your back.
Don't wait for me.
Where did she go? We need her now. Well, that's what happens when you bring a wet blanket to a firefight.
Just follow me, we've got this.
What are we waiting for? Let me at him.
Hold position. Stick to the plan.
It's been an honor fighting beside you.
This was your plan, little man? Serve up your forces like fresh meat on a spit?
Only when it's my favorite cut. A nice flank steak.
Strength without wisdom can lead armies into traps, yes?
Time to light this barbecue. Ha!